So, welcome to the program, Dr. Vidya, and it's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you, Dr. Lakshmi. Pleasure being here.
So, tell me honestly, what got you into this world of hormones? I mean, as endocrinologist, was it love for the chemicals or the laboratory?
So, what drew me towards this branch were probably two things. One was the positivity associated with it. Most of the conditions in endocrinology are manageable, nothing is terminal. And the diagnosis part might be tricky, but once we pick up the disease, the treatment is really rewarding. And little tips here and there to the patient helps improve the quality of life tremendously. So, the general positivity was one thing that drew me towards it. The second, I would say, would be work life balance. So, not just professional growth, but the personal growth can also be achieved very nicely with this branch. So, that's why I chose being an endocrinologist.
So, as an endocrinologist, did you ever think, weight loss journey or weight loss drugs would be a part of your daily job description?
Honestly, no. So, once I entered endocrinology, of course, I knew that we were dealing with a lot of lifestyle modifications. And actually, that is something that encourages us to also follow them. But then, eventually, probably since the last 3-4 years, a lot of new drugs came into the market, something that no one knew would happen actually, like revolutionary results regarding weight loss. And since metabolism is a huge part of endocrinology, so we became, the specialty that had to deal with the obesity. So yes, definitely I didn't know when I entered, but it has become a huge part of my practice now.
So, what's the buzz today with these weight loss drugs that we are hearing a lot? I mean, is it what's the science behind this?
So there are a lot of weight loss drugs and a lot of research is still going on regarding this. Nowadays, actually, we have started looking at obesity as a disease per se, because we know that obesity leads to most of the diseases, like diabetes, hypertension, heart failure, kidney diseases, pulmonary diseases, so many diseases. So the new concept is, why not treat the root cause? Why not treat obesity? And then we automatically take care of a lot of these, complications that happen because of obesity. So that is why there is a huge buzz going on around it. Of course, I'm sure the research that has been going on has been there since quite some time. But then luckily, we have been able to find molecules that are giving really good results with minimal side effects. So that is why it has become so popular now.
So, what's happening, when someone is popping up these pills or taking the shot? I mean, how does the drug work? I mean, does it surprise your appetite or?
It does. So basically, it stimulates the satiety center that we have in our brain. So basically, when we feel hungry is basically when the hunger hormones go up, and then we start eating, and then we stop eating when the satiety center gets activated.
So that means you can just take a bite and say you're full.
Exactly. So you don't feel like eating much. Again, you don't feel like eating junk food. So that is one more great thing about it. So that's how it mainly works. It stimulates your satiety center and you're comfortable, full all the time. So your appetite comes down significantly with them.
So isn't it's doing the magic to the brain more than to the gut?
It does. Definitely does. Most of the magic is to the brain than to the gut. It does decrease the absorption of food from the gut as well. But as you said correctly, it mainly works on the brain.
So whom do you think these drugs are for? I mean, is it for someone who just want to lose about 5 to 6 kgs before a party or an event? Or is it for someone who's dealing with some metabolic disorders, as you mentioned earlier? How do you decide who's the candidate?
Definitely. So I am not particularly very proactive for people who want to take it just like that, who, for maybe cosmetic reasons or just because they don't want to work out or just because they don't want to do the hard work. So definitely, I would say it is not a shortcut. But if someone has an obesity-related complication, like if you are a diabetic or you do have a heart problem or obstructive sleep apnea, which is also linked to obesity, or PCO, then definitely these molecules should be tried because they are doing wonders for such people.
So you mean to say, even if you're popping up these pills or taking a shot, you still have to go to the gym and exercise and put the cheeseburger down?
I would definitely recommend so. So because what happens is, as I told you, that it mainly reduces your appetite. So we need to be, still keeping up the muscle mass. They say that sarcopenia or the muscle wasting, the muscle loss starts as early as 20s. So if we eat very less and as a result of that, even the protein consumption comes down, then we also lose our muscle. So in order to keep, that muscle mass still there, we need to be exercising And at the end of the day, exercise is important for a lot of other things. So we need to be building our muscle, we need cardio for endurance, for our heart health, and we need flexibility exercises like yoga as well. So these have to be done in conjunction with these medicines that are available.
So undoubtedly, the lifestyle modifications or the lifestyle still remains the core of this entire weight loss journey.
Yes. So actually, these medicines are also approved even if there is no other complication because of obesity, but per se if the obesity is high. But what we always say that we have to give lifestyle modification a first, that is our first choice. It has to be started first. So only if someone is failing lifestyle modification after 3 to 6 months, then only we really advise them to take these medicines directly for no other reason apart from obesity. And I really encourage most of my patients to do so, because at the end of it, doing it naturally, if you can, if you don't have a disability, if you have a limitation because of obesity, I get it. But if you don't have any limitation, then doing it naturally is always the better way than popping a pill or taking a shot, definitely.
And also another important point, Dr. Vidya, how long do you think one has to be on these drugs, be it a oral drug or an injection? How long do you think they have to be? Is it for the lifelong or?
That's a very important question, because I have a lot of patients coming in every day wanting to start this medicine, and they think that it's a quick fix. You can take it for 2 months and then you'll just lose all the weight and you'll be fine. But it doesn't work like that. So as I told you, that it basically stimulates your satiety center. So once you're off these medicines, your appetite is going to be back. So that is, you are going to gain back some of the weight, if not all. So what I would say is, if you really want to be on the medicine and you've tried lifestyle modification and you've not been able to lose weight, then that's fine, you start. But then you should start modifying other things. You should start doing exercise. You should start generally eating healthy food, so that eventually, when we want to stop it, say after a year or so, then you don't gain back all the weight. So you should still be eating healthy after that. So I have patients of all the types. I mean, I have some patients who stop the drug and then gain back all the weight again over some time. I have some patients who lose some weight, say 15-20 kgs, but then they're able to maintain it for quite some time, because then they've modified their lifestyle in that 1 year that was there. And I have some patients who gain weight, but then very slowly, so maybe 1 or 2 kgs in a year. So it ultimately depends on what you do once we stop the medicine. But yes, if someone is a diabetic, or if you are giving it for some other reason like heart disease, it has shown benefits even for cardiac patients as well.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes. So if you are giving it for that reason, so in place of the diabetes medicine, I would probably want to continue that. So in that case, it can be very long term. It can be for life or till whatever duration the patient is comfortable.
So there is a possibility that you could lose the weight faster with these drugs, but you could also regain the lost weight even faster.
Not faster maybe, but you can definitely regain all the weight that you have lost when you stop it. So that's the caveat there. Most of the patients are not aware of that, and they want to use it for some time. But that's the thing. We have to see what happens later on.
So what are the general side effects that one could be experiencing when on these drugs?
So the major side effects are gastric side effects. A lot of patients complain of nausea or pain in the tummy or loose motions or constipation. Most of these side effects are manageable. We step up the dose very
Which
gradually.
are minor and manageable
Yes,
easily.
yes. So no major side effect if you ask me that ways. But having said that, these are newer molecules. They've been there in the market since 2-3 years. We have research data, maybe 5 years. But what happens later is, again, if something comes something comes after 15 years, we don't know about that yet.
So how do you think the lifestyle is going to be once the patient are on these drugs, I mean, how often do you think that these medications should be on? Is it like once a week or every day?
Yeah, so we have different molecules now. The best one in the world, which causes around 22% weight reduction. I mean, it's a huge number. We have patients who are 130 kg, and for them, it would mean a 30-35 kg weight loss. So that is a weekly one injection. It's a subcutaneous injection, so it is self-injectable. You don't need to go to a hospital to get it done. So this is tirzepatide, that is weekly ones, or Mounjaro, which everyone knows. The other one that is injectable, semaglutide or Ozempic or Wegovy, and that is a weekly one. So very convenient, comfortable as well. Another molecule which is actually given only for diabetics who are obese, tablet semaglutide. That is the only pill that is available for that.
So how do you think the future of weight loss is going to be like? I mean, do you think that this is the beginning of the bigger shift which is happening?
Definitely, I feel it is the beginning because, I mean, with the results that have come, and as we know now, I mean, lifestyle diseases have become, the major diseases, and they ultimately lead to a lot of other diseases. So a lot of research is still going on. They are still trying to find out other molecules, newer molecules. In fact, there is a molecule I was reading recently that also helps in building muscle apart from losing weight. So definitely, I think more and more molecules are going to come up with fewer side effects, with probably better results.
So for most of the people, or if someone's watching or listening to this podcast and is curious or unsure if they have to consider the weight loss drugs, so what is the best advice that you would like to give them?
So I would like to say that if you have only weight loss as the major concern and you don't have any other problem, you don't have any complication, first give lifestyle modification a try. Calorie deficit, the diet is the main thing that you have to cut down. That is actually how even these weight loss medicines work. So try it. Start tracking your calories first. There are so many apps now that are available. So lose weight, try to do it. Try to do lifestyle modification. Start exercising. If you feel, you've tried your best, you've given your best, and despite that you're not able to lose weight, or if you are limited, if you have arthritis because of obesity, or you have a lung problem, you can't breathe during exercise well, or you have a cardiac issue, then yes, definitely you can take it. But for all others, give lifestyle modification a try first. Only if it is not possible, you're not able to lose, then you can consider these medicines.
I think that's very well and beautifully said, Dr. Vidya. And thank you for your time. It was pleasure interacting with you, and thank you for such an informative topic that we've discussed today.
It was pleasure discussing this as well for me. Thank you.